What's up, fellow panheads? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Back from the Dead by Skillet from their Unleashed album. Haven't seen any tutorials or lessons yet out there for this song, so I figured I'd just go ahead and throw one out there. It's a pretty easy song, nothing too crazy. I'll show you the bits and pieces from the actual recording and what I've seen from some tabs, and as well as some of the things that I kind of threw in as my own personal flair that I did in my cover. So a couple quick things for housekeeping. This song is in drop D tuning, which is just like standard tuning, except you drop that low E down to a D, gives you an open R chord. Triple rec distortion pedal. It sounds like this. So that sounds like in my cover. I don't do the little intro in the beginning, that's cleaner, and then the breakdown at the end of the bridge. On tabs I've seen, I didn't like, and what I've seen from some other guys, they're doing some octave stuff in there. I'll show you what I do. It's simple. Never really have to move from this position here. So it's going to sound like this. Right, so all you're doing is the same thing as the intro, except you're throwing in after your first, you're throwing in just like a G chord, only just the bottom 2 or 3 strings. So you're going to do open G string, 3rd fret on the B, 3rd fret on the G, and you do that 3 strokes of that. So 2nd fret down to open. And then the second part of that is just like that, or just like the opening. Right, so 2 frets, down to open, and then immediately down to your, and then, so let's play that slowly together. And that's the intro. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and play the first half of the verse up to speed for you and then go ahead and break it down for you. That's the first half, so same thing as the intro, just with some palm muting on the first couple of chords. So you're going to palm mute on the 2nd fret. I'm just using the lowest string here. So 2 palm mutes, then 1 down to open. And then you can do that G shape, 3rd frets on the B and the E string, 3 of those, palm mute again on the 2nd fret, 2nd fret, not palm muting, slide up to 5th, open, and do that whole thing two times. So let's go ahead and play that slow real quick. Right, so that's the first half. Second half is just like the intro, except we're not doing the whole G shape on the 3rd frets. So we're just going to go 2nd fret, and we're using the bar chords this time. And then mute, nothing in between. 2 again, slide up to 5th, open, do that whole phrase 2 times. So play that slow real quick, 2nd fret, down to open, mute, 2nd fret, slide up to 5th, open, whole thing again. And that's that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play the pre-chorus up to speed for you and then break it down. It's pretty easy. It's just octave runs. Sounds like this. That's what that sounds like. And there's nothing after that during the whole that whole thing. You just nothing. So the shape you're looking for all the way up the neck is just this 2 fret spaced octave. So I'm going to start with my index finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, pinky on the 5th fret of the G string. And there's the same note, just octaves apart, and all my other fingers are just muting the strings so I can do strumming and only hearing those 2 notes. So all the fret markings we're going to call from this point on are going to be in reference to where my index finger is placed. So we're going to start on the 3rd fret, up to the 5th, up to the 7th, and the 10th, then the 15th, and then we're going to end on the 14th, and then you kill it. So let's go ahead and play it up slowly real quick. And that's it. Nothing during the whole that whole thing. And then we'll go into the chorus. So the chorus has a rhythm section and a lead part. So I'm going to go ahead and play the rhythm part for you up to speed real quick. It's just 2 parts. And then I'll just show you the chords, and you can, I'm going to assume you're pretty smart and can get through them. So here's what it sounds like up to speed. So the chords for the first half is just 2nd fret on the low, down to open. Then you're going to play a C with your 3rd fret on the A, 5th fret on the D, down to an A chord, a B, and then the second half is the same exact thing, except instead of playing the C chord, you're going to play a C sharp. So the second half is 2nd fret, open, C sharp, A, B, and you're down to the 2nd fret. So let's play that one more time up speed so you can kind of play along. Open, C chord, down to A, to B, back to 2nd. Open, C sharp, A, B, finish at 2nd. And then the lead part that I play in my recording, I didn't see in anyone else's, but I'm hearing it in the recording, starts up on the same octave I was showing you with the 2 fret spacing between your index finger and pinky. I've got my index finger up on the 14th fret of the A and 16th on the G. So it's going to sound like this. And you do that 2 times. So what we're looking at is also in reference to where my index finger is. So we're looking at 14, down to 7, 10, 12. You can do that whole thing 3 times. 2. This is the last time. Only difference is instead of going to the 10, we're going to go to the 9. So it's going to sound like this. 7, 9, 12. And then the turnaround coming out of most of the chorus is going to start, it's going to sound like this. So what that is, it's going to start on the 2nd fret bar, and then you have the same octave starting on the 5th fret. And then you're just doing some strummy stuff and muting. And then slide up to 7. And then catch that 2nd fret. So let's go ahead and play it slowly real quick. And then we're into the next verse. So the second verse is the same as the first, only there's a lead part layer on top of it. So I'll show you what I hear from the recording, and then show you what I did in my cover. So it sounds like he's doing some whole note bends in there. So it sounds like he's doing... So what that looks like is we're bending a whole note on the 15th of the B string. Same whole note bend on the 13th. And then 12th fret of the B. 10th to the 12th hammer on. So slowly that sounds like this. That's what that sounds like. So what I'm doing is I'm using a ricochet whammy by Digitech. That's just set to slide up 2 octaves, and it sounds like this. And so I'm just on the G string, just playing on the 9th fret, down to 7, then to 4, hammer on from the 2nd to 4th, twice, same thing again, 9, 7, 4, hammer on from 2nd, and that's what that sounds like. And then the pre-chorus is the same that I showed you earlier, and then we're back into the chorus again, and then I'll show you the solo section before the bridge. So the solo section, I'm going to show you how Seth plays it and everyone else plays it, and then I'll show you my version with the ricochet. So it's going to sound like this up to speed. So this is all trill picking on the high E string, and we're going to start on the 15th fret, down to 14, 12, 7. We're going to do that whole thing two times, 15, 14, 12, 7. Third time, which is the last time, is going to go 15, 14, 17, back to 14, finish on 19. With some tasty vibrato. So one more time slowly, 15, 14, 12, 7. Again, 15, 14, 12, 7. Last time, 15, 14, 17, 14, 19. And then my version sounds like this with the ricochet, and I'm just on the G string, and I'm not doing trill picking, I'm just doing sliding. So it sounds like this. So I'm just, again, all on the G string, starting on the 12th, 11, 9, 4, 2 times, 12, 11, 9, 4, third time, 12, 11, 14, back to 11, finish up on the 16th fret. And then we're into the bridge. All right, so coming out of the solo section, you'll be hanging on that last note there for a second. And by the time you slide out of that, you're going to play the intro riff again with some extra palm muting stuff, which sounds like this. Play that one time. Coming out of that, you're going to play a C, slide up to a D, intro line again, play a C again, down to an A, C, A, and that A you're going to play 2 times, and just hang on that until everybody drops out, and then you're back to the cleaner intro line. And then when everyone comes back into the chorus, you're just going to play the first half of it, letting all your notes ring, at least for the first 3 chords. It's going to sound like letting it ring, open, C, and then you can kind of start strumming on the A and the B. And then you just finish out the chorus. And then the last part of the song finishing out is just that same... and do that whole thing 4 times, and that's the whole song.